What is cracking, folks? Is I, CFK Crow, here to bring you some more TEW 2016 WCW. It lives again. That was a very strange way of saying that, but whatever. Tonight on the Go Home Nitro to WCW Sin, the first pay-per-view in the year 2002 of our King Eric Bischoff. The show starts off with a television championship match between CM Punk and Das Thunder Kid Alex Wright. Then we have Ric Flair and Jeff Jarrett taking on their chosen opponents by General Manager Bischoff, the Live Crew. We have Animal and Above Average in tag team action taking on America's Most Wanted. We have an additional championship match. The Hardcore Championship will be defended. Bryan Adams takes on challenger Gluttony. And in our main event, as was announced last week, we have Ken Shamrock versus Diamond Dallas Page in one-on-one action ahead of the triple threat match for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship this Sunday against WCW World Heavyweight Champion Wrath. Are you ready for the festivities? All right, we start the show off in the back with Ric Flair, Jeff Jarrett preparing for the match later on tonight, as well as Ric Flair giving Air Paris and Air Styles a couple of pointers. Basically say that tonight they're going to show Conan and BG James where they're nothing but a bunch of thugs and they can never stack up to the Nature Boy and the Chosen One. Woo. He also said, Paris Styles, you boys are going to take those tag team belts off of those nut jobs, Pride and Envy. Because Styles, you're phenomenal. And with me in your corner, there's no way you can lose. Completely just ignore Paris. Paris is just there. Just then, Conan and BG James come out, and they basically, they pull their little hip-hoppery. You know what I mean? Their thuggery. And yeah, kind of they talk some good smack that I can't talk, so I'm just going to say they talk that good smack, all right? And that's that segment. 94, amazing way to start the show. Thank you, BG James, Conan, Ric Flair. Good work, guys. Continue. All right. In the first match, Nabata had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Alex Wright defeated CM Punk in 8:32 when Punk was disqualified when Lance Storm ran in and attacked Alex Wright. Laid him out, then they started to brawl. And as they're brawling, Punk kind of calls out, grabs my, he's like, hey, give me a mic. Like, Lance, what do you think you're doing? Interrupting my match. All right, I'm a champion who tries to defend his belt week in and week out clean. I'm tired of people trying to interfere in my matches. And just then Lance is ignoring him, but then Punk gets blindsided by La Parca, Hernandez, and Chavito, who then put the boost to him. Chavo picks up the mic afterwards and says, see you Sunday, kid. Chavo's getting better, showing more charisma and performance skills, man. That's cool. All right. Then, in an exceptional match, Ric Flair and Jeff Jarrett defeated the Live Crew in 12:36 when Jeff Jarrett defeated Conan by pinfall with a handful of tights. BG James was the weak link, but Jeff Jarrett and Ric Flair did good. So did Conan. Conan's pretty solid. BG's a tag team guy. No singles push for him. BG, soft drugs, drinking. The fuck you doing, SA? And afterwards, Ric Flair, Flair, Jarrett, and the Air Raid left. But while BG James and Conan are kind of recuperating, Il Skipper and Romeo come down with the microphone. It says, we're challenging you guys to a match this Sunday at Sin. You can decline it if you want, But if you accept, we're going to come down there and beat you up. And if you don't accept, we're going to come down there and beat you up. So your choice. So they run down, they start a fight, and security, security step a beat. All right. Backstage, we have Mark Jindrak being interviewed about his match this Sunday against Ernest Cat Miller. Interviewed by Lillian Garcia. Basically said he doesn't care. Ernest, he beat him twice. He's going to beat him again. Ernest is nothing but a bug. Look at this perfection. Look at this body. And it's just a normal interview. The only strange thing is that Lust is seen walking in the background by herself. Instead of by Pride, who she's usually almost always attached to. But whatever. Whoop. Geez, it took me like 3 times to try to mute my mic so I could cough. That was a rough one, fella. Someone needs to change his gimmick. Yes, he's a badass going to cocky youth. Sure. Above average. Ha! Mike Sanders. No, I'm joking. All right, and about that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Animal and Above Average defeated America's Most Wanted in 5:55 when Animal defeated Chris Harris by pinfall with an above average powerbomb. Animal was the best worker. Then Chris Harris and James Storm. Mike Sanders was the weak link. But the fact that James and Harris, Storm and Harris, that's difficult. Got decent in-ring ratings, and they're young. That's good. They only improve in time. Afterwards, though, Hawk comes out, and he's trying to sneak attack Mike Sanders, but Animal gets in the way. All right. Stands toe-to-toe with Hawk, and they have a stare down. Before Mike comes to the side and kicks Hawk in the shin or something. And Hawk kind of does the comedy hop on one foot thing for a second. And Mike's like, yeah, that was the above average move. Before he gets murdered with a clothesline and laid out smooth. And Hawk just kind of rolls out. Autobots roll out. 68 solid rating. Whew. Nice. Contract signing for the United States Championship match between Rey Mysterio Jr. and Shane Douglas. Of course, Shane is joined by Chavo and his crew. And Hernandez. And Eric Bischoff has his security, Reno and Big Vito, as usual. First goes Shane Douglas. He basically cuts a promo saying that he's a franchise. He is WCW. He's every company he's ever been in. All right. And the fact that he doesn't have gold yet is a disgrace and abomination. All right. I'm a real threat. You understand? My buddy Chavo, he's a real threat. We're real threats. We deserve gold. We deserve the world. All right. And if you people aren't going to give what we rightfully deserve, we're going to take it. All right. And Rey Mysterio, little boy, I know you and Chavo have some history, and I don't care about that. I really don't. It's as simple. You're a little kid, a little insect who's going to get squashed by the franchise, all right? The real deal, all right? I'll go ahead and sign this contract so I can kick your ass this Sunday. And then Rey Mysterio's turn. In his retaliation, his promo was very much, looked very dreadful, unfortunately. But he's basically just trying to get across, Shane Douglas, you always talk so much about all the things you deserve, all the things that you need to be handed to you. Well, I fought to be United States champion. I fought to make it in WCW. I'm small. I'm not a big guy. You're big enough. Well, I've had to fight and claw my way around the world, fighting everywhere that I can, fighting as often as I can so I can get better, so I can one day call myself champion. And right now, ooh, sorry about that. Right now, I'm your United States champion. All right? And I'm your United States champion because I earned it. If you want this, You have to earn it. And to earn it, you have to beat me with your own two hands. No interference from Chavo. No interference from La Parca. No interference from Hernandez. No. Do it you and me. One-on-one. Unless you're afraid of Rey Mysterio Jr. And with that, Shane Douglas pops off. Chavo pops off. La Parca pops off. Hernandez pops off. And they start to, try to fight him back. Fight Rey. And Rey is fighting back as valiantly as he can. But luckily for him, Reno and Big Vito are there to separate. They pull out La Parca. They pull out Hernandez. So it's just Rey and Shane and Chavo. Rey manages to kick Chavo out. So then it's just Rey and Shane Douglas. But Shane Douglas hits him with a vicious lariat. Lays him out. And then picks up the United States Championship, holds it up in the air, lays it over Rey Mysterio's mask, and then him and Chavo and his crew walk out. All right. La Parca and Chavo getting better. That was good. Good segment. Thank you. All right. And about that, good wrestling and decent wrestling from the crowd. Brian Adams defeated Gluttony in 6:34 by pinfall with a choke slam. During the match, we had Fit Finlay run in and attack Gluttony. Oops, sorry. And we had Sabu as the guest announcer. All right. Who's changing something? No. All right. Afterwards, Eric Bischoff comes out. And he announces that this Sunday will be a hardcore triple threat match. Well, an uncensored triple threat match. I can't use hardcore matches because my broadcasters are a bunch of punk bitches. Between Fit Finlay, Sabu, and Brian Adams, triple threat, uncensored match, bada bing. All right. We're in backstage with an interview. Lillian Garcia is interviewing James Storm and Chris Harris after loss earlier tonight against Animal and Above Average. Hugh Morris, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Base sales a fluke. That big guy is huge. That Animal fella. All right. We got more important things to worry about. All right. And then Lash and Hugh come out and say, yeah, you do got more important things to worry about. All right. Because we talked to Eric Bischoff. We have a match against you two on the pre-show of Sin this Sunday. If you people want to keep on talking about how we're nothing but a bunch of clowns, then, well, you're under, I need a military term. Court martial? I don't know if I use that right. I don't know shit about the La Milicia, La Militario. That's not Spanish. Anyway, the challenge. Sorry about the cough. Challenge pre-show. All right. And then the main event. And about that had fantastic heat and great wrestling. Ken Shamrock drew Diamond Dallas Page in 1429 with a match descended into chaos after Pride, Envy, Sloth, and Gluttony run out. All right. So let me try to see if I can explain this properly, because this is a couple segments. All right. So first things first. All right. Evil comes out. All right. And they beat up Ken Shamrock and Diamond Dallas Page. All right. Taka Michinoku comes out eventually for the save because Greed's out there. And he gets bopped by Sloth. And then it's 3-on-5? 3-on-6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's not out there? Gluttony and the girl. Gluttony and Lust. Yeah. Gluttony's had a match earlier tonight. So yeah, it's a beatdown. 4-on-3. But then, alright, some cavalry come in, kind of. So lights go out, lights come back on. Sting's down with his baseball bat. He's fitting them off. But he gets overwhelmed. And then as Wrath is they're mainly focusing on Diamond Dallas Page right now. Then Wrath turns his attention to Ken Shamrock. And then Ted DiBiase steps out. And then his whole $1 million corporation run out. Palumbo, Maritado, De Niro, and Mamaluke to protect Ted DiBiase's investment. But as they're running out, Booker T runs out, clips up Tony Mamaluke, runs down, scissor kicks Julio De Niro, drops Maritado with a punch, gets in Chuck Palumbo's face. All right? So now it's chaos because the big players, all right, you got Booker T, Ken Shamrock, Chuck Palumbo, Diamond Dallas Page, Wrath, Sting, Pride, and Envy are all down there mixing it up. You got Booker T fighting off Shamrock and Palumbo. You got Page and Sting fighting off Wrath, Pride, and Envy. You got Wrath and Pride trying to take out shit. It's nuts. It's chaos. It's crazy, all right? The show ends with a whole bunch of chaos, all right? You don't know what's going on, eh? All right, that's the show. 83, up in 25. Started out very strong, ended fairly strong. Yeah. And that's a wrap. Oh, hold up, what's this? Ooh, sorry. Sloth doesn't get it. Skipper doesn't connect with the fans. Maritado was too small. Alright, but what is KSO? Oh, Dusty Rose won Best Color Commentating in Wrestling. Alright, I thought he already won that. Steve Austin's hurt. Hernia. Ooh. Back in 2 months. Ooh, he's already in bad condition. Ooh, he might be maybe not retiring soon, but his contract runs out in 100 days-ish, I believe. And they were in Puerto Rico. Let me just check out. What did they do? Jericho beat Kurt Angle in the main event. The Samoan SWAT team beat Too Cool. Kane beat Vampiro. The Rock beat Eddie. Two-man power trip defeated X Factor. Interesting. Are you going to defend your tag team belts? Because I just want to point out something. I probably pointed this out last time. They're tag team titles. Oh, snap. They vacated the belts. Oh, man, they've held the belts since the game started with no defenses. And they vacated them for some reason. Oh, my good golly jeepers. That's great. There's no tag team champions, all right? Oh, right, because Austin got hurt. Right. So Austin got hurt. He was tag team champion, so he had to vacate the belt. And he was world heavyweight champion, so he had to vacate the belt. Oh, snap. Okay, interesting things going on in the E now. Molly Holly is women's champion since December. No defenses. Grandmaster Sexay has one defense since December. We won the belt. Kurt won King Lorengan. Rikishi beat X-Pac, who beat Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Right, two-man power trip. Oh, and the hardcore champion, after it was vacated in October and was held vacant since December, was won by Tommy Dreamer, who still has not defended it yet. And European champion is Matt Hardy. Yep, still champion since the beginning. Hasn't defended since December. All right, let's get on to Thunder. We'll be right back after these short message from nobody. All right, we have returned. Thunder opens up with a video package recalling the animosity between BG James and Conan and Ilu Skipper and Romeo. Yep. Then, in a decent match, the Boogie Knights defeated Lance Storm and Jason Jett in 8:34 when Alex Wright defeated Jason Jett by submission with an STF. This goes getting better. Lance Storm was very frustrated with his partner afterwards, And yeah, kind of kicks him while he's down. We have an interview where Lillian Garcia is interviewing Finley about his upcoming match before being interrupted by Sabu. Sabu basically says, look, no hard feelings. I understand, you have a match this Sunday, but, I respect the Belfast Bruiser. All right. And then Finley kind of like, well, I don't respect you. All right. Your trash, garbage, hardcore wrestling is a disgrace. This uncensored championship, this hardcore championship here, it's not about throwing trash cans and whatever. It's about a good old brawl, a good old fight. He says, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show Brian Adams, I'm going to show the world why I'm the Belfast Bruiser. Not because I can throw a kendo stick, because I can throw a punch. All right. Continue. Decent match. Ernest beat the Sloth with the feliner while Mark Jindrak was on commentary. CM Punk is backstage with Cole Cabana, trying to get prepared mentally for this Sunday when Chavo's crew and Chavo come out. Basically have a very tense stare down and a little back and forth going on, with Punk kind of like just dressing down La Parca and Hernandez with sick burns. Colt jumping in with some Chavo. Sorry about that. Some Chavo burns as well. And in our main event, and about to have good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Greed defeated Jamie Noble in 8:38 by pinfall at the Shooting Star Press. Defense number 1 of his Cruiserweight Championship. Greed to be a new spot. Psychology will go up. But afterwards, Taka Michinoku comes out and they fight. But the important thing is that at the end of the show, Lillian Garcia is interviewing Sting and Diamond Dallas Page about Wrath, who should not be there. Page saying that he's going to win the belts, put that New Jersey Punk back where he belongs. Sting says he's rooting for Page. He has a lot of investment in this company, and he will not allow it to just fall to ruin because of these cretins. And then Flair and Jeff Jarrett come out, and he's like, look, you guys aren't going to do nothing, all right? Jeff Jarrett's your next WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And you two are nothing but a bunch of old fogies. Woo! 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 Basically talk back and forth, talking smack, a little tense, but nothing happens of it. Not enough babes. Babe. Alright. Okay, there's a contract to be signed, but I'm not going to allow you guys to see that. But I will allow you guys to see Sin coming up next. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye.